you view the current women empowerment movement across industries? And what would you like to see happen besides greater representation of women practitioners in the legal industry?
Yeah, so I cheer for those movements, and whenever I can, I help out, participate. And I think it's the key is to change people's mindsets. It's really that stereotype that, you know, women are less capable in STEM, or women are less achieved in the legal industry. Those are stereotypes that's not necessarily true. So creating programs that could help women to get to the same standard, same level of practice, that's great. But on the other hand, we don't necessarily need a lower standard. So, you know, if
no, we don't.
I appreciate the effort sometimes to recognize us as women and try to really kind of give a pass when one doesn't really deserve one. I think that doesn't help as well as if you keep the same standard, but giving help when necessary to help the group get to that standard. So with that, I think, you know, the PTO, for example, has great programs nowadays helping women entrepreneurs and, you know, getting to know the patent system, how they protect innovations. And those are great tours to give so that they can eventually get to the same standard, maybe to their male counterparts. The same as there are programs at the PTAB, for example, and some courts who give women attorneys more opportunity to do stand up arguments. Those are great. Just help us to gain more experience. I think, you know, most of the time, keep the same standards. We can get to that, not necessarily in the same way, but we could get to that in our own way. And sometimes I tend to kind of use a metaphor for it, like, you know, you have a destination, right? And your friends might get to the destination in one path, and you might take a different path. But as long as you can get to it, it doesn't really matter what path you take. And to me, I think the key to diversity, and, you know, women being part of the diversity, is to really respect each other, and respect that different people coming from different cultural backgrounds would have different ways to solve the same problem. But as long as they could solve the problem, it doesn't really matter what approach they take. I think that's the key to diversity. And from what I've seen, in a lot of law firms, for example, promote diversity by, you know, recruiting people from different backgrounds. But internally, they may still require or encourage people to think the way that others think. And, you know, they would guide you to travel the same path they think would work and lead to the destination. But I think that is diversity, but it's still not getting to the key of the diversity. You have to, if you could truly respect, people could take their own path to the same destination. I think that's true diversity.